going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ajay, and today is a very special day because we are taking a look at this. Now, this is my current Nerf primary. As you can see, it is an Alpha Trooper, and it is overhauled on the inside and outside to the max. I'm really happy with this mod, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But first, I have a quick note. Now, some of you may remember, I think it's my most popular video on my channel right now, so probably most of you remember, but I did do a mod called, it was a Strife, and it was called Sandstorm. I'll have it linked in the description below. It wasn't the best mod, and I did get a lot of criticism for it, but what I did is I tried to take as much of your guys' advice and put it into this blaster to make it as good, it's getting windy, as good as possible. But yeah, I think we'll just jump straight into the mod. We'll start with the aesthetics from the front to the back. So yeah, let's get right into this. So the first thing I've done is I've left some orange pieces on the blaster just to make sure people do recognize it as a toy. So the first thing I have is an orange muzzle, an orange access door, orange accessory attachment piece, the orange mag release, and I have a bit of orange on the stock right there. But that's all the orange I left because I wanted to stick to the main theme of this blaster. This blaster, as you can see in the video title and right there above the old Alpha Trooper label, this blaster is called the Black Knight, and I've tried to represent it as best as I can with the black and silver all over this. So the first big complaint I had with the Sandstorm mod was that I used Sharpie for the highlights on the blaster. This time I used silver acrylic paint all over to make my details seen in a much better way. So first we'll take a look at the stock. So this is just standard Raider stock, no mods, still fully collapsible, and I've used silver acrylic paint, as I said, on the back of the stock to make these lines, as well as lines on the side of the stock. One main regret I had for this is I didn't paint this buffer tube just so it wouldn't chip. It does sort of detract from the build, but I stick with my decision because it would have chipped heavily because this blaster has seen a lot of war use. But we'll take a look at the main body now. We've got silvery detailing covering the old Alpha Trooper logo. I did that to make sure the Black Knight logo was completely visible and it wasn't distracted at all. I've also got this plate, these grill marks, this silver piece right there, and of course the Nerf logo all highlighted in silver. And I've also done a silver line where the body sort of meshes into the handle to give it a sort of continuity. As well, on where the priming bar is used, we've got the silver, almost like flash hider, I guess, and a silver plate on the underside. And the last few things are some silver grip details on the priming bar itself and the access logo. So as you can see, there is quite a lot of silver on this blaster, and still the black was the base coat just to get the theme of a Black Knight across. I think it worked really, really well. I'm really happy with the paint job. But after that, let's move to the internals of this blaster. So the last thing I wanted to mention before we move on to that, I've been running this with a Worker 15-round clear banana mag. I'll have a link to the review for that in the description below. But this thing is a beast. I just love the way it looks in the blaster. I just love the way the clip works. Onto the internals. You can hear that this is definitely modded with that one dry fire that I'm going to give you guys. But the thing that gives this away definitely is, firstly, up there on the priming bar signed AJ, and next to that is a silver orange Modrix logo, meaning that this is overhauled with orange Modrix parts. So we've got metal, we've got the stage 1 and stage 2 Alpha Trooper kits, which include new bolts, lead, new springs, 7 kilos exactly, which gives this thing a lot of power behind each dart, a new trigger, a new catch spring, lots and lots of good stuff. I'll have that linked in the description below just in case you guys wanted to check this out. But I think that is all for this blaster. The last thing I want to mention, there is a bit of paint chip on the side where the priming bar has been used. Although this does have a heavy clear coat, it still chips there quite a bit now because of the priming action. This has seen one major Nerf war and a few smaller ones, so it does have its good few hours of war usage so far. I can't wait to have a bunch of new wars up ahead. But the last thing I want to mention before we go into a firing demo, I will have a build video for this blaster coming out in the next few days. That'll be linked in the description below. But now let's jump into a fire. So right now I've moved the camera, and this is easily 100 feet in the distance from here to those trees right over there. I've also gone ahead and loaded up a few darts into that 15-round banana mag in the Black Knight. But yeah, let's take some shots and see what we're gonna get. A few of these darts might fishtail. That's one of the major problems, because this thing almost has too much power, and it fishtails a lot of the old darts that are worn out. But yeah, let's start taking some shots. So those are the few shots I just sent off, and as you can see, all of those were new darts, meaning that none of them fishtailed. But yeah, let's go see where these darts landed. So we start seeing the bottom range of the darts around here, around 80 to 90 foot, which is already pretty insane for a Nerf blaster. And then the other darts start ending up right over here, around 95 to 100 feet. So as you can see, this blaster is definitely delivering the shots. So let's go take a look at some final thoughts. So now we're at the final section of this video, the final thoughts for this blaster. I am absolutely thrilled with the way it ended out. The performance is honestly ridiculous. I think it's the farthest shooting blaster I have in my arsenal right now. The paint job I am, for the most part, happy with. As I said, I would have liked to have painted this part, but I know it would have chipped. And around the Nerf logo, as you can see right there, it is a bit messy. It does leak in a few places on the blaster, but for the most part, it is pretty clean, and I am very, very happy with the way this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to go and drop a like and subscribe for a bunch more Nerf content and a few vlogs coming out in the near future. I do have one big mod planned for the next week, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. But other than that, I think that's all for me for today. Much love, Nerf on. See ya.